Hi! Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because I am doing a collab with my internet friend and real life friend Jody from Life's Organized Chaos. I'm gonna leave her channel link down below. Make sure to check her out and find her video that is entitled The Same Thing That This Is. And make sure to show her some love. Subscribe if you like her content and also leave a comment on her video saying that Emily sent you. I will leave her direct video link to our collab down below, so make sure to check that out. So today I am talking all about my FPU journey and experience. I'm recapping the entire thing, and also I'm going to talk about the 5 lessons that I learned personally through FPU. The cool thing is with Jody and I doing this at the same time, she just went through FPU with her fiance Chris, and I am a single individual, so I have a very different perception than Jody does, where she is in the process of merging households and getting married soon. So that's very exciting, but it's also really cool to hear 2 people's perspectives on the 5 lessons that really struck them and FPU. So before I get started, I would like to talk about the baby steps. I will leave the Dave Ramsey website down below, which is where you can find all of the information about Financial Peace University, which by the way, I totally highly recommend. But the baby steps, I just wanted to go over them really quickly if you didn't know what they were, and then we'll get into it and I'll talk a little bit about me, where I am in the steps and things like that. So in my little book here, baby step number 1 is saving $1,000 and putting that into an emergency fund. That can be in a checking account, it can be in a savings account, it can be in a glass jar, it can be under your pillow, it doesn't matter, just put $1,000 away. Baby step number 2 is pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball. Like I said, Dave Ramsey's link will be below. He can explain what the debt snowball is a whole lot better than I can. I just end up tripping over my words, and I really don't want to do that on this channel today. I think I've done that enough on previous videos. Baby step number 3 is put 6 months of expenses in savings. And then number 4 is invest 15% of your household income into Roth IRAs and pre-tax retirement savings accounts. Step number 5 is save for your children's college education using tax-favored plans. Baby step number 6 is pay off the house early. And then baby step number 7 is build wealth and give. So where I am personally in the baby steps is I'm actually on a step that doesn't exist right now. Dave likes to call this baby step 3B. So I am all the way done with baby step 3, which is 3 to 6 months of expenses in savings. Me being a single individual, and I think I talked about this my last Financial Friday. I think it was the video, Do I Disagree with Dave? You guys can look back on my channel if you want to watch it. Is 3 to 6 months of expenses is what Dave says to put in an emergency fund. For me, because I am single and I only have, I'm the only person producing income, 6 months feels better to me than 3 months. So I already have that fully funded, and now I am working on saving 20% down for a house. I know Dave says that he's not mad at you if it's your first time home and you only put 10% down, but my goal was 20%. I've already hit that goal, so I am actually just squirreling more money away and more money away because I am really close, like really close to making some big decisions that you will end up seeing on this channel if you follow along in my home buying journey, which I will be documenting as more things unravel. But that's where I am, and as soon as I get into the home, then I'll be working on 4, 5, and 6. I don't have children, so I won't be working on 5, so it'll just be 4 and 6. And then when all that is done, then 7 is where I will be. So I actually just looked through my lesson book, and I really just wanted to talk about my key takeaways at the very end of the lesson, because those are the things that really resonated with me at the time when I was watching the videos with my small group. So let's talk about what really resonated with me personally. So my top 5 things I learned from Dave Ramsey are, and if I look down, I'm just reading off of what I wrote down. I want to continue to do my written monthly budget and share more details with my accountability partners, which are my mom and dad. As a single person, it's really difficult to not have someone that's in my finances looking at all the different expenses and things like that, and really talking to me about, oh, I don't think this should go there, I think this should go here, or maybe you shouldn't use it for this, or maybe you should use it for that. It's difficult when you don't have that person constantly, I don't want to say nag, but like someone that's constantly in your business. And I feel like that would be easier in some ways and also more difficult in other ways if you had that accountability partner. Usually that's a spouse, but for me it's my parents, because they don't mind when well, hopefully they don't mind when I call and bug them about finances. The next thing I learned from Dave Ramsey is the cash envelope system. The cash envelope system is huge. I actually use a version, it's called the Cash Clip system. I'll leave the video link below if you guys want to watch it, but one of my big takeaways was, once I buy my house, I want to use the Cash Clip system for other expenses as well. Things that might come up in the future, things that need to be done like quarterly or annually and things like that, kind of like a sinking fund but for cash. So like I said, once I get that house, things are going to be really changing with my finances, and you guys will end up seeing that in my monthly budget videos anyway. But the cash clip system or the cash envelope system is key to any successful FPU experience. All right, the third thing I learned from Dave was all about insurance. Actually, I have to say, once the insurance lesson hit, I really enjoyed all of the lessons after that, just because I'm already on baby step 3B, so the other lessons previous to that, I couldn't really bring a lot to the conversation. So I really enjoyed the insurance lesson and after, because I felt like I had like proactive things that I could do in my life to, you know, make them better. So for my insurance lesson, I actually literally called my insurance agent on Monday because my FPU class happened on a Sunday, and like talked his ear off. I was like, okay, so I need to talk about this, I need to talk about this, I need to talk about this. It was just like making sure that I had all of my insurances in check, which I did, but there was a couple of things that I was kind of lacking on that we are revising right now anyways, so that's kind of exciting. But I felt like I could finally do something, that I actually was learning something really awesome, and that's gonna make my life better, because if I get disabled or something happens to me, I want to make sure that I'm in the best position possible to live the life that I want to live. All right, so lesson number 4 is to restart my retirement after my home purchase. As many of you know that have been watching my channel for quite a while, I ended up moving to my parents' summer home in Minnesota. I was laid off from a job where I lived in Fargo, North Dakota for quite a while, and I had already had my 6 months emergency fund saved up by that time anyways, so I was actually funding a home savings account, so that actually was fine. So I stopped retirement account funding when I left that job. My current employer does not offer any kind of retirement accounts at this point, so I figured, I've been listening to the Dave Ramsey show for a while, like the actual like radio show, and he has said that he doesn't really care if you temporarily stop your retirement account funding if it's for like a small period of time. So this is for pretty small period of time. But as soon as I get the house, then I am back on that gravy train, but it's all gonna be pre-tax dollars. So I think I'm just gonna fully fund my Roth IRA for the year and then be good at that. And then once that hits the 15% mark, then I'll find other things that I can do as well. And the fifth and last thing that I learned from Dave Ramsey is that giving will always make me a better person. Back in December, I was really passionate about giving and wanting to start giving, and after going through this class and learning about, you know, kind of the power of giving as well, it really struck a chord with me that that's really important to me in my life. And I've said this in many videos, I'm a non-religious person and I don't mind putting that out there. I feel like you can still be a good person and be non-religious. So there's other organizations that I can donate monies towards, and I have been consistently doing that since December, and I have noticed that it makes me feel better, as well as it gives me an opportunity to learn more about needs of other people too. So sometimes I feel like I live in this little bubble, not necessarily on the internet, but just within myself, because I don't have a partner, I'm not dating, I don't have children. So a lot of the outward things don't really affect me and my life, and I wanted to learn more about other people in situations or other organizations that I could help out with in a monetary way. So I've been doing that, and I've been kind of diversifying a little bit. I'm pretty focused on one specific thing. Maybe in another video I might get into kind of my giving schedule and why I'm giving where I'm giving. But you guys can let me know in the comments if you're interested in something like that. But for me, I feel like it's really important and it's really helping me out. Even though I am saving for a house, I feel like giving is really helping me with that journey. So anyway, those are all of the things that I learned in FPU. I highly recommend a Financial Peace University class in your area. This is not a sponsored video by any means, but the Dave Ramsey link will be below if you would like to check out him and his program. Also, make sure to check out my friend Jody. Her channel and link to the video that she's doing like this will be down below for you as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It means so much. Make sure to hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. I am here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with new content for you, and it always publishes at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I like to keep things consistent, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching and spending a little bit of your day with me, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys!